Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate, so you got to coordinate.
Uh-oh, which one of these competitors will be victorious on this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass? Find out by tuning in Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Say hello to America's new favorite game show, Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Get ready to experience trivia like never before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you play the game. Join our charismatic host Bubbles every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most exhilarating trivia battles on television. As we wrap up our incredible first season, we're gearing up for an even more exciting season 2 in 2025. We're looking for sharp minds and strategic thinkers to join us for one-on-one duels, thrilling team battles, and high-energy tournaments for high school and college students. Think you've got what it takes to outsmart the competition? Prove it! Become a contestant by calling 267-225-1824 or emailing lashiastar2@gmail.com.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Hey, you're watching my mommy on Think Different TV.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Think Different TV, where minds meet. I am your host, Lashia. What's up, y'all? It is indeed another Monday, and we are here to share our thoughts on certain topics and spotlight independent artists and share financial tips. That's what we do every Monday. So really quickly, I am still sending out invites. So if you like what you hear every Monday, if you like the show, share it to a few of your friends, because that's what I'm doing right now. Make sure I do that before I really kick this thing off. It is Monday. It is Monday Night Football. I understand that some people may not be watching because they are supporting the birds, which I would be doing too if I wasn't already obligated to be here, and obligated by myself to be here, because I am here every Monday night, rain or shine. It does not matter, because that's what I do. Let me look at the what you call real quick. Hold on. So what I'm gonna do is, I know that soon enough my little alert is gonna pop up on my phone to let me know that the bird's about to play, right? And it's gonna keep track of the score and everything like that. So I do have it have it set where it's gonna give me the scoring as we go along. If y'all hear me being super excited or being like, man, what the heck is happening? Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? I have something called Eagles Tourette's. I got Eagles Tourette's, y'all. So y'all might hear me flip out a little bit. Hopefully, it's during when I'm playing a video or something like that, so it won't affect nothing too much. Okay. Um, real quick, want to get a check on the sound. Um, let me see. Let me see. Um, Trevo, just let me know how the sound is. Make sure that my sound is good. Shout out to Trevo Lafar, all the way in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, to be exact. My bro, who always makes sure that I am on point with my sound and that everything is flowing in the comment section, because I can't always. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Do I sound fine? Like the sound sounds fine, or do I sound fine? Like I sound fine. um, anyway, let me stop playing. Um, let me see. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm gonna exit out of here. Okay, and then I also, well, if they ain't watching, they ain't watching. I ain't gonna worry about it too much. This is indeed another Monday night, and I am happy to be with you guys. Let's go to the comments real quick. We got Triple Fire. He says, "Welcome to another exciting episode of Think Different TV." Thank you so much, Broski. He also hashtag TDTV. All right. And he also put up the brain, the TV, and the 2 exclamation points. Oh, check this out, y'all. I really like this drawing real quick. I gotta take me off the screen real quick. But I really like this new logo. What y'all think about it? What y'all think about it? I was playing around with a few things and I saw this and I was like, this is so dope. So y'all let me know in the comments if that looks fire. It's very simple. It's not doing too much, but it's doing enough for me that it feel like it brings a little bit more color to the set. All right. Let me go to the comments once again. Let me see. 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 Whoo, y'all. It is hot in my my apartment right now. Thank God for that, right? Because sometimes it be cold during the wintertime. And can y'all believe we in November? I can't believe we in November, but we're in November, and this entire month we are doing topics related to the overall theme, which is called Nonsense November, hashtag Nonsense November. Shout out to Trevo for doing that. And we got RC in the building. He said, "Good evening." I can actually hear it in your voice. I can hear it in your voice, broski. We got I Am Young P in the building, all the way from Merlin. Merlin. Um, also, RC said, "Go Birds." Absolutely, go Birds. Shut up. I Am Young P, because I know he's gonna be like, "Go Birds" for me. No, 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 no. No. We're talking about our birds, not your birds, okay? Our birds, not your birds. We got No Excuses in the building. What's up, No Excuses? Happy to see you here tonight. He could be anywhere, but he chooses to be here with us, and I am so happy about that. Let me see, 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 let me see. Okay, all right, all right. I done got through all the comments. So let's jump into the show, all right? Because it's going to be crazy. But I got about 6 minutes to run through everything that I need to run through. Quick announcements. Shout out to our sponsor, Euphoria Water, which is the cleanest, health. Are. And if you live in the Philadelphia area, brought to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. All right. Euphoria Water is our A1 Day One sponsor since the beginning when we were an IG show. Now we are a network. We are a brand in our network. is as follows. We have In My Opinion with Think Different TV's Lashia every Sunday at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on It's Yours Radio, hosted by my bros Daniel and Beck on Live 97.5 FM in Salisbury, Maryland. But if you can't listen to it in Salisbury because you don't live in Salisbury, baby, we got a solution. All right, you can go to www.live975.com and you can listen to all of the shenanigans live and in color. But listen, if you missed that, no worries, because I have the replay on my Think Different TV YouTube channel under the playlist, In My Opinion with Think Different TV's Lashia. This past week, we talked about the MJ trailer being released and the AI artist creator being exposed by Gayle King. So if you want to hear my opinion on that, you could definitely go and play the replay under the In My Opinion with Think Different TV's Lashia playlist. All right. On Monday nights, we have Think Different TV. Think Different TV is every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on the Think Different TV YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. And listen, guys, if you're watching on Instagram right now, I appreciate that view. I love you so much, but I want to let you know, if you're leaving comments, I'm not ignoring your comments. I just can't see them. So if you want to be seen and heard, come right on over to YouTube. That way I can read your comments in real time and give you the recognition you deserve. Okay. And if you like what you see, like what you hear, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV, Think Different TV's Player Pass, or Think Different TV, In My Opinion with Think Different TV. Lashia. Oh man, I almost had it. I almost had it. Dang it. But yeah, if you don't want to miss any of that, go ahead and turn on that notification bell. And if you like what you hear, like what you see, share the love by sharing the live. And after you share the live, hashtag TDTV. Okay. We want to grow this community. And right now we're at almost 2,100 subscribers. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep it going. All right, y'all. Every Tuesday night, we have Think Different TV's Player Pass game show at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow will be the final episode. Final episode, y'all. And the showdown is between Christopher, Mark, and Paul. Who will be victorious? Who knows? Tune in Tuesday, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to see the final showdown. Is the final countdown. So, yeah, last episode, y'all. I didn't think I would be saying it, but well, let's just say it's the last episode for a while. We're doing some rebranding, so hopefully we'll be able to bring Think Different TV's Player Pass back to you guys, okay? And then Wednesday, we have Think Different TV, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's not on Facebook, not on Instagram, and not on YouTube. It is only on Patreon, patreon.com/TDTVKDTV. It's where dirty minds meet with Carmen Sutra and RC. We get into some really grown and sexy topics. And if that's your speed, you know you're going to meet us right over there on patreon.com. Once again, /TDTVKDTV. And that is our lineup, guys. We got through it and we're making good time. We're making great time. You know what it is? It's because the clocks went back. So now I'm a little bit on point with my timing. So without further ado, let's get into this topic today. We have the TDTV exclusive. Our overall theme for the month is Nonsense November, and this topic is called Transgressions. Okay, Transgressions. After we watch this first video, we're going to jump into our TDTV music video of the week, which is Shadow BANDKAI by Supreme Prisms. Okay, made up by Ray Soleil and Mars. All right, so make sure y'all stay tuned. Listen to this awesome duo. I caught a little bit, but I didn't hear the whole thing. They have like they have a emo thing go. I don't know how to explain it. It's like electric pop with trap music. It's crazy. Y'all just gotta listen. Y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta tune in. That's our TDTV music video of the week. But without further ado, we're gonna jump into this hot topic, and we're gonna make it hotter. All right, here we go.
I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot.
How about new?
Men, grown men with big in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know. So, everybody saw that man in the locker room. No one's saying shit. And I'm done with it. It's stupid. It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. But I'm the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room.
How are you?
Did you tell me or not that women like to see?
Asking you a question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine. I want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
I understand.
Ooh, y'all. We're going to jump into this topic right after this TDTV music video of the week. But let me just start off by saying, Trevo, you ain't right. Okay? That's a real woman. Okay? That has a real issue. Okay? So you need to stop it right now. And shout out to Veronica. Thank you for joining Think Different TV tonight. Thank you so much, sweetie. And we definitely Trevo, come on now, man. Talk about some old Joanna finna beat up. Yes, you did. You did. This is what I'm gonna show y'all what he said. He said, "Oh, Joanna finna beat up Herbert the pervert." Yeah, a whole mess. A whole mess. He said, "I'm sorry, I'm a chill." Okay, whatever. And then Veronica showing her love. Hey, girly. All right, so y'all, we're gonna definitely jump into this hot topic, but again, we're gonna go into this TDTV music video of the week, Shadow BANDKAI by Supreme Prisons. I'm telling you, y'all, they bring the heat, they bring the fire, they are fire. Let's go.
Hey, this is your favorite niece, Leah. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by Lashia, and this is the music video of the week.
Rockstar lifestyle, might now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't make it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred.
Rockstar lifestyle might not make it. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Fuck them and her and them too. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They just fuck like Usher suit. Me, my team, we coming to blitz. Come for the glam, come for the glitz. If you step in the fire, you turn into Chris. I'm up in the revenue. They rather just give you the residue. Some move like how to do, pop in your spot. Make a stage at your avenue. Why he acting all hostile? I'm really a ghost and I got you. Watch who you talk to, I'm in your hood cloak like I'm no Nosferatu. Yeah, that's just the villain me. They say my flow is really mean. Fuck all the silly things, put me in the booth. I'm dropping cuts like a guillotine. Hop on the stage, I'm doing the most. Victory lap, I'm ready to toast. Thinking they mad, I'm ready to boast. I'm burning shit down like we get to the coast.
Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred. Rockstar lifestyle, mine, now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred. Darkness around me, inside the air. Keeping my sadness and my despair. Darkness around me, inside the air. Keeping my sadness and my despair. Time to turn this bitch up, pussy acting like a clown. Treat this city like my blunt, and I'm finna burn it down. Bitch, I never gave a fuck, I ain't finna start now. Niggas started getting bucked, shorty wildin' in the crowd. Pussy acting like he tough till I start firing off them rounds. About to meet the Reaper that's been creeping through the town. Shit like Skylark, bitch, you icky. Might pull up on your block with the blicky. Light it up, leave your bitch stupid and sticky. I get the money, I'm stacking it quickly. Bitch, you got me twisted like crisscross. I blow down the gas, I put on a mask. I'm going up, ain't no lift off. Niggas be brick at the house when they running their mouth, but they ain't with that tick talk. I run it up fast, stay with a mask. They don't really see what that shit costs. Rockstar lifestyle, mine, now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred. Rockstar lifestyle, mine, now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred. Darkness around me, inside the air. Keeping my sadness and my despair. Darkness around me, inside the air. Keeping my sadness and my despair.
GoFundMe is not life insurance. The time for life insurance is now.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
All right, y'all, that was Shadow BANDKAI by Supreme Prisms, made up of Ray Soleil and Mars. I told y'all, it's like electric music, trap put together. That's what it is. There's definitely got that like Trevo said, that goth emo type of thing going on. I don't know how to explain it, but I like it. I like it. I love when, when we explore other music genres, because they see her and they immediately think, if she get on the stage, they think she gonna sing some R&B, and then she get up there and she's growling and she's doing punk music, rock music. It just blows your mind, and it's crazy because it makes them more sexy when they do it. It's something very sexy about it. It's like, dang, like you really getting up there and you're doing, like, I remember it was a young lady by the name of Ghetto Songbird in Philadelphia. She's still doing her thing, and she does rock music. Like, also shout out to Persia Sam, because she does like the same thing. Like, I'm telling you, like when you see them get up there and Persia Sam, she the first person that I saw like doing a show, and she probably like, she remember that. Yes, I remember everything. Persia Sound, she was on stage. I never forget it. She was on stage and she had on one outfit, and then in the middle of her set, she was like she was performing but changing her outfit at the same time, like freaking bananas. So I'm telling you, like, we need I love when I see my girlies and my guys doing something different. And that's and different is invited here, is welcome here. Different is not, think different TV. You know, you unique in your own way. You sharing your craft, and it's so, it's like chef's kiss. And then the visuals were super dope. So like, shout out to the guy that did the visual. Shout out to them, just, you know, just bringing some fire music. And I'm gonna get off of it, but because we gotta get back into this hot topic, but they just gotta know that they are appreciated, and I love what they're bringing to the music scene. All right, so and people said that's hard. It's a good combo. Talking about the difference, and then he said, "Fact, she gives them new air to breathe." Yup. And he said, that's why I like making metal music. It's such therapy, because you just, you know, that's what it is, man. And just to remind you guys, if y'all know anybody who has a video and they want to put their video out there and they want to have a platform, Think Different TV is that platform. We're going to give y'all the platform. We're going to play y'all video in its entirety. You know, I watch some things and they, you know, for FCC reasons or whatever you want to call it, they have to blurt out the cuss words. They got to do all that. But I'm like this. I'm really big on making sure that people hear your full expression, and then they make their minds up from that. And my show is not on TV, it's on YouTube, and people cuss all the time on YouTube, you know. So I'm not, and it don't really phase me. I live in North Philly. I think, man, the first cuss words I heard was from my dad. So like, that don't even phase me. The only thing that matters to me is that you get your message out, and that is as long as you ain't talk about, you know, you know, uh, dismembering, you know, kids or anything like that, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I had to draw the line. But but other than that, if your expression is, you know, true to you, and you want to get it out there, this is the platform for you. Okay. I'm Young Pete. He said, we appreciate you and Trevo. Thank you, bro. I'm glad we decided to go this route, Trevo, because we was trying to figure out how we're gonna do an independent spotlight on artists. And like, and I did the interviews, and the interviews were too long, and the only thing I would bring that back if the interview is just its own episode, if it's its own thing. But I can't do it in the midst of Think Different TV, because it was too much. It was too long. So this is a great way to show love to independent artists, and, you know, get the word out there about them. So it is now 8:30, y'all. We are going to get back into this hot topic, because it is indeed hot. All right. And I just want to give y'all a little bit of background on what happened at this gym. Okay. So I called this first of all, going back, Think Different TV exclusive Nonsense November Transgressions. Okay. Transgressions. And I know some people are like, you know, because if you look at the word transgressions, is like, you know, bad, being like your faults, right? But really, when I broke it down, is like the aggressions of like the trans community. And listen, if that's the life you want to live, I am all for it. But what I don't get is the aggression behind it. And it is not even from trans men, it's from trans women. Or, and trans women are men or are males who want to live their lives as women. Again, that is your choice. That is what you want to do. I have no how you live your life is not going to make or break me. Okay. But it's this aggression that comes with it. It's this I feel entitled to do certain things that, and then we're all supposed to just fall in line. It's so crazy because they always talk about how Black people are the minority and they think that we should fall in line with the majority, which we all know we're really the majority, but let's just keep it real. And then, like the LGBTQ community, especially the T community, that is a minority group. But what we're getting is the flip, where people are falling in line with what they want. You feel me? And I'm like, where do we get to a point where it's acceptable for a guy who clearly is not, he's not dressed like a woman, he's not, he don't look like a woman at all, he look like a man, going into the women's locker room at a gym and people saying that's okay because he identifies, I don't even know if he identifies as a woman or if he's just gay and he just wants to be in a women's locker room. I like, when does it end? When does it end? Because the whole upset about a man being in a woman's locker room is because the man is living his life as a woman and he wants to be acknowledged as a woman, right? It doesn't say nothing about no gay men. And I recall this one time when I was working in Walgreens, and this was the Walgreens. I could talk about it because it no longer exists. So this Walgreens was at Born and Chestnut and in Philly. And on the third floor, there were two bathrooms. There was a male bathroom and there was a women bathroom, man and women's bathroom. So the man's bathroom, it was as soon as you got off the escalator, it was right there. All right. Why they choose to make the woman's bathroom so far away, I don't know. But the woman's bathroom was next to the pharmacy. You had to go like in that area is the pharmacy, and it was like this little ducky part. And then you like turn, and the woman's bathroom was in that hallway. So I remember one time one of my coworkers, well, not my coworkers, one of the people, I was a shift lead. So one of my, I want to say my employees, really wasn't my employee, but whatever you want to call it, they came to me and was like, hey, there's a guy in the woman's bathroom. And I said, what are you talking about? And they're like, oh, he went in there with some other women, but he's clearly a guy. So he was a gay guy, and he went in there with other women. And I'm like this. Why did he have to go in the bathroom with them? He could have waited outside the bathroom for them to come out or whatever, but they're in there. I don't know what they was doing. It was just like, I guess they wanted to just flick it up in the bathroom, which weird. But I'm like, why are you in here? Because I don't care if you're gay or straight, you're still a man. And that's what the whole problem was with this particular woman. Now, Trevo was all talking some Joanna made. This woman just works hard at her physique. Is no different than Clarissa Shields or any, any woman. And that's another thing. When women decide to take care of their bodies and they don't want to, and they want to have zero body fat and they want to build muscle, now they looking like men, and all this crazy stuff. And it's like, no, they just want to take care of themselves. They like having a certain physique, maybe then men won't try to do stuff to them. Because it was, I don't know if y'all recall, but it was a woman that was actually like a boxer, and she had a very successful career in boxing, but she was kidnapped by the guy who was like a serial killer at one point in time. And she beat that dude down. She beat him down. And she got away. And I think it led to his arrest. But by that time, he had already, you know, unalived other women. So, yeah. So this is a woman. Her name is, and this is where we get into the whole thing. So, singer Tish Hyman was reportedly expelled from Gold's Gym in Los Angeles. So, so right there, LA. You know how they always try to be hip with the times. They always it's like a running joke. It's like you know, LA is like where all the hippies go. All the people that want to be free with their lifestyles and everything like that, they go to LA because LA is where it's happening. LA is where it's at. You feel me? So, after, okay, so she was expelled from Gold's Gym in Los Angeles after confronting a biologically male individual using the women's locker room, sparking widespread debate over safety, policy, and gender identity. All right, so the confrontation occurred on November 2nd, very recent, this year, few days ago. All right, at a Gold's Gym in Los Angeles. Tish Hyman, a singer and gym member, so she paying a membership. So this is not like, oh, she just was visiting, she was with somebody who was a member and hitched on to somebody that was a member, like at Planet Fitness. You can do that. She's an actual member. She's paying a membership. And gym memberships are not cheap, honey. They're not cheap. So she confronted a trans identifying individual she claimed was biologically male and had repeatedly entered the woman's locker room. So, as y'all can see in the video, this man didn't have no boobs. He didn't have no long hair. He looked like a man walking around until, of course, when he was working out, he had on like the little, tube top and but if he just was going in the locker room and he just had on a t-shirt and some shorts, you would just think that it's just a man walking into the woman's locker room. There was nothing on him that said, I'm living my life as a woman, which there are a lot of men that grow out their hair. They start making the transformation to a woman and they start with their outward appearance so it can look like women. Yeah, and then you be like, oh, it's obvious that you're trying to be a woman. But this guy, he didn't look like he was trying to be a woman at all. He just looked like he was a man who wanted to be in a woman's locker room. So Hyman posted a video on social media showing the person walking toward the woman's restroom. Not just the locker room, but the restroom too. So I don't know if the restroom is inside of the women's locker room, because I know at Planet Fitness, they have the restroom inside the women's locker room and the restroom inside the male's locker room. But I don't know. So she and other women expressed concern. So it wasn't just her. It was other women that was saying, yo, something's wrong with this. We shouldn't be doing this. Why they chose her to be the fall person? Because I'm mad, like she was it looked like she was kind of like by herself. And then in the second video, it was a guy that stood up and was like, yo, like that ain't right, blah, 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 blah. But stating the individual had been used in the locker room for weeks despite multiple complaints. So Gold's Gym in Los Angeles is getting multiple complaints about this man going in and out of the women's locker room. But when this Black woman who is a member, paying a membership, says something about, and yeah, he could be paying a membership too, who cares? But you always want to err on the side of caution. You always want to go with what the majority would want. Was it because she was a Black woman and she was raising awareness against a white male? Okay, now can we stop lying to ourselves and saying that there isn't a certain privilege that come with being a white male? Come on now. Tell me that's not white privilege right there. Tell me that he's not getting special treatment because he's a white male and she's a Black woman. Like, come on now. You break it down to the bare bones of it. That's what it looked like to me. It's like this Black woman had a concern against a white male, and they was like, it's more likely that this white male is not going to default on his payments to the gym or whatever. So let's just expel her. When she's a member too, and she's been paying her membership. But anyway, I digress. She alleged that the individual that harassed women, including calling her a derogatory name. I wonder what that derogatory name was. She emphasized that women were naked in the locker room, bucky naked, and felt unsafe or violated by the presence of someone they perceived as male. Hyman stated, I'm a woman and I have every right not to want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. She claimed that written reports had been submitted by multiple women, but the gym staff took no action until the video went viral. Now the video goes viral and they're like, oh, let's do something about it before we get canceled. After the video circulated, Gold's Gym revoked Hyman's membership, took it away. All right. She said the gym called the police to remove her from the premises. Although the individual she confronted was temporarily removed, Hyman was permanently banned, which she interpreted as retaliation for speaking out. The incident sparked heated online debates over transgender access to gendered spaces, women's safety and privacy, corporate accountability and censorship. Some supported Hyman's stance, while others criticized her for misgendering and escalating the situation. Yo. And then it says the case highlights ongoing tensions in public facilities over gender identity policies. Many gyms and businesses face challenges balancing inclusivity with privacy and safety concerns, especially in locker rooms and restrooms. What's wrong with the men's locker room? Does it stink? Does it reek of male? Is it dirty? Is that the reason why he wanted to be in the women's locker room? Because like what would be his reason? Why for that moment? Why for this specific situation? Why was it so hard for him to just go into the men's locker room? Did he think that men would hit on him? Did he think that men would be like, oh my gosh, he's so feminine and try to do something to him? I don't know. What is the reason? What would be the reason? What would be the reason? And what made me so mad about the whole thing is that they said that she escalated by misgendering. How, what? He is a man, okay? And there was nothing about him that said, I am a trans woman. He ain't even have on a wig, y'all. He ain't even had nothing. He ain't had no fake boobies, no nothing. He just was like regular, looked like, if he was walking down the street, I would think it was a white guy. I wouldn't think, oh, and if he would, like, if he would have said to me, oh, actually, I identify as a woman, I'm gonna be looking at him like, where is the woman at? Where on you does it say woman? Like, where? Because there's this delusion now that not only can you identify as another gender, you don't even have to look like it. All you got to do is think it in your mind, and everybody's supposed to follow suit. You don't have to do nothing to change your appearance to look like the other gender that you identify as, and we're supposed to just fall in line. It's it's very baffling. It's really upsetting too, to know that this woman was expelled from this gym. Now maybe she just doesn't need to be at this gym. This gym obviously, it, is not for women. It's not for women. It's not for Black women. It wants to cater to white males. White males who identify as men and as women. So I'm like, just let them have it. But I want to know what was so bad about the men's locker room that he couldn't just, for that moment while he's working out at this gym, he couldn't just man up, man up, and be like, you know what, I'm gonna just use the men's locker room, because obviously people feel uncomfortable about it. Like, who told him he's so special? Oh, that's right, society, because he's a white male. That's who told him. He's so special that he can be wherever he want to be, and nobody should question where he be at. Nobody can question what he's doing. Nobody can raise awareness about him being somewhere he's not supposed to be, because he got free reign. And the thing that upsets me the most is that y'all clearly see he not even trying to look like the gender that he is professing to be. And we're supposed to all, but a lot of people are like, oh, well, she look like a man, da 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 da. Like, okay, at least, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she look like a man, and she looked more manly than him, but at the same time, he not trying to look like a woman. He just trying to look like a white man. He's not. The whole thing about it, when I think about it, it really upsets me, because nobody is taking into account that this gym, if you think about it, the membership, you paying for a membership, you expect to be treated with kindness and compassion. And like, if multiple women are coming to them and telling them that they feel uncomfortable with this guy being in the women's locker room, why are they not? I would have been like, cancel my membership. I think, and then the thing is that these white women, they're not going to be in solidarity with this Black woman. Let's just keep it all the way funky. They're going to complain. And then the Black woman that complains, she gets expelled from the gym. She gets told she can't come back or whatever. And the thing about it is, I don't think none of them white women was like in solidarity with this black woman who got expelled from Gold's Gym. We're going to cancel our memberships. I looked for news on it. I didn't find it. Maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. But I don't really see it happening, because when we speak up about stuff, and maybe I'm taking this to the heart because it actually happened to me. When black women speak up about stuff, it's like, how dare you speak up about anything? But when a white woman speak up about something, everybody's supposed to be in solidarity with the white woman and be like, yeah, you're absolutely right, Susan. We should not take this anymore. But black women sit up there and be like, what the F is going on? Everybody like, oh, she's just an angry black woman, and we can't really follow her out the door because she's doing too much. Like, craziness. Absolute craziness. So let's jump to these comments. Let me jump into these comments. She was said, hold on, what? Exactly. Then IMP said, oh nah. And then so Chiva said, so he is, but he and he. Exactly. And Chiva said, white male, and he part of that community. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yup. He said, I don't know, maybe he wear the costume at home or something. Do we call it a costume or not? You know what? I don't know. I have no idea anymore, Chivo. I'm a millennial. I remember when people used to be still secretive about that type of stuff. Like, the most I ever saw with men dressing up as women was Tu Wong Fu and Holiday Heart. And then the occasional, Wanda from Living Color, or, when it's done as satire, not like actually living. Oh, and RuPaul. But that's drag. That's not, see, doing drag is different from actually saying, I want to live my life as a woman. And I know some people, they think it's the same thing, but it's really not. Because the guy who is RuPaul, and for some reason his real name escapes me right now, but RuPaul, he is still a man. He said, I am a man. He never says, I am a woman. He does drag. He does it very well. He made a living off of it, but he not like saying I'm a woman at the end of the day. He is saying I'm still a man. You feel me? That's the difference between drag and being a trans woman. Now, if you saying wearing a costume, okay, drag is costume. It's like getting dressed up as a woman, putting on the makeup, the hair, the fake boobs, all that stuff. But they're doing it for a certain purpose. They're not like wearing drag and just going through their daily lives. Like, they actually making a living off of it, doing drag shows and all this different stuff. And they get paid good money to do that type of stuff. So, yeah. Chivo said, y'all know he was in there trying to see. He was perving on level 8. Or should we call it level gate? Gate. Chivo said, I done caught on. He ain't slick. Yeah. So I say all that to say, at the end of the day, I say all that at the end of the day to say, it's very frustrating. It's definitely nonsense. I don't think she should have been banned from Gold's Gym, but also I'm thinking like they did her a favor, because obviously they don't want her money. They don't want the other women, they don't want their money. They want they want their gym to cater to certain people. And if that's the case, let it be the case. Do I think she has a case for discrimination and everything like that? Like, could she possibly sue Gold's Gym? I don't know. At the end of the day, and nobody asked me that question in the comments. I'm pretty much asking myself that, because when you sign up for a membership, you sign a contract. She need to go through that contract and see if there's a suable offense, because I will be suing the crap out of them. I don't care. I don't care. I will be suing. Trio said, "Yeah, it's best to just leave that place." But the thing is, I ain't leaving. Like Denzel said, I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving with something, and I will be suing the pants off of Gold's Gym. I would sue them so hard that they would have to call themselves Plastic Gym. Okay, ain't gonna be no more gold. Okay. BDBGP is in the building. He said, "Shia, how you feeling? How you living? How you doing, bro? Thank you so much for tuning in tonight." I actually have another thing, another thing that I want y'all to take a look at. Veronica said, "Oh, good idea. Look at the contract." Exactly. Look at that contract. See if it's something that you could sue for. Like if you feel it, and then I am young piece. I am young piece said, "Yeah, you can sue." And then BDBGP said, "In the bearding." So yeah, like I would look at. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a look at Gold's Gym, their contract for membership, because ain't no way y'all gonna just expel me, ban me from a what you call. There has to be a specific reason. Now, if it says in a contract we can terminate your membership for any reason, whatever like that, then you kind of dead in the water. But if it doesn't say that, if it does not say that, she may have a case. All right, y'all. It's coming around to 9 o'clock. I actually have one more video I want to show y'all, and then we're going to jump into the TDTV music video of the week once again. Shadow BANDKAI by the Supreme Prisms, made up of Ray Soleil and Mars. Okay, Ray Soleil is the one with the pink hair, and Mars is the guy. So men are from Mars. So that's how I remember. But I want y'all to take a look at this clip, because I was watching. I was on my timeline, and I follow Just Hilarious, but I also follow Breakfast Club. Do I follow Breakfast Club? I think I do. But if I follow Just Hilarious, sometimes you know how people do collaborations, and you just end up seeing clips or whatever. But they interviewed recently Miss Pat, and this also ties into the topic tonight, which is transgressions. Okay, again, the overall theme for the month is Nonsense November. We're going to jump into nonsensical topics, and it's called transgressions. But transgressions, the word is like faults, but what I'm thinking of is trans people in the aggression that they have towards other people. All right, and how they not all of them, but some, more likely trans women, try to impose this. And again, trans women are men who live their lives, well, males that live their lives as women, okay, who identify as women. So there's a difference between your sexual organs, your gender, And, just because you're born with the organs of a male or female doesn't necessarily mean that you identify as said male or female, uh, a man or a woman. And if you are born with the organs of a female, doesn't necessarily mean you identify as a woman. You're born with the organs of a male doesn't necessarily mean you identify as a man. And right now we're working on like 5 genders. So we got man, woman, trans man, trans woman, and we got non-binary, the ones who go by they, them, who don't even think that they're a man or woman. Is however the wind blows that day. They like, okay, I'm going to dress feminine or I'm going to dress masculine, but they don't identify as either. All right, just to give y'all a little rundown. Trans men are females who live their lives as men, and trans women are males who live their lives as women. And then you got man and woman, which they were. Here's the new thing where they gotta say, "Oh snap! I should have put up that clip with which call too. What's his name? Oh my gosh, what's his name? The guy that played on New York Undercover, Malik Yoba. He was up there on a podcast and he was talking, and they was like trying to aggressively correct him. And he was like, cis women he says cis women are females and are females. And they was like, no, cis women are assigned. Oh, like what the what? And he was allowing these people to correct them. Oh my gosh, I should have pulled up that clip too. Oh my gosh, y'all would have been so mad. But anyway, I digress. I have to bring it back in because I don't want my say on the peak. But anyway, y'all, again, transgressions. And I came across this thing where Miss Pat has her own TV show. She has her own judge show where she judge Pat or whatever. She's a comedian, okay? And on her show, she has Tammy Roman, who is a basketball wife. And she also, Tammy Roman, before she was a basketball wife, she was on not Road Rules, Real World. She was on Real World years ago, like early 90s, like when Real World first came out. And she was a singer, rapper, she's an actress, all of these different things. But she plays Pat's sister on the show. And if y'all ever seen an episode of Miss Pat, it's very raunchy. Like people was like, oh, how you gonna like this show, like she's cussing every 2 minutes and this, that, the third, blah, 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 right? And that's why I was so shocked when she was on Breakfast Club and they said they didn't want Just Hilarious on the show. And y'all won't believe the reason why BET did not want Just Hilarious on the show. If y'all didn't already see this clip, prepare yourselves. If y'all seen the clip, shh, keep your mouth shut. Watch the clip. Leave your comments. Here we go.
Miss Pat, I was supposed to have been on multiple episodes of Miss Pat Settles, but I got a phone call, right? Right after paperwork was done and all of that, right? Saying that I could no longer be on the show for a few episodes because of a comment that I had made. And the comment was literally verbatim, only women can have babies. Mm-hmm. I said that, and I asked, was that what got them to, revoke my opportunity to be on your show? And they said yes.
Well, you know what? A lot of times when they do stuff, and I'm going to be honest with you, because I knew you was going to ask me this fucked up question on air. So I'm going to ask you. They didn't come to us and say that. They just said, we're going to go in. BET said no. So when I asked you to do it, and no matter who I pick in this room, the network still have to approve it. And they check out everything. So when I guess that conversation came up, and then they decided to say no. It's nothing I can do when it's their money. I came in and said, I want you on my show. I went back and told them, I want you on my show. But then they said, BET said no.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't you.
Yeah.
Because the person who even called me said that you fought for, like, you really was like, nah, I want her on the show.
Yes.
You know, and you said that more than once. But they told me that was the reason why. And I'm like, oh, all right. Well, do she know that? Can she, you know what I'm saying? Like, did y'all talk to her or did y'all tell her? What was her feedback? Like, y'all don't care that that's her show. She want me on there. And then it's just bogus for a statement like that I couldn't come and do. Miss Pat settles that. I was really upset about that, y'all.
But you do understand why people were like all up in arms about that.
Absolutely, I understand, but that don't mean what I said was not true. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I think it's only because of there are trans men, there are men, like people who identify as men out there who like have babies.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, oh, I have a baby too, but I don't necessarily consider myself a woman. So then it like exits me out of the conversation. It's like, that was it. It was the fact that there were people who don't identify as women who are like, no, I have babies. I do childbirth, but I just feel offended because I'm not a.
Let me give you a piece of advice from having a gay daughter. Let people be whoever the fuck they want to be. I grew up with a lot of people who say whatever the fuck they was at. Whatever you are, that's who I respect you as being. Me personally, I don't put myself in those conversations. If you say you a woman, then you a fucking woman. You got on my shoes, you got on my dress, I'm mad because your makeup is better than mine. Other than that, I don't give a fuck what. You can look like Charlamagne with a wig. If Charlamagne want to be, shut the hell up. If he want to be Shala today, then fine. I mean, just don't argue with him. Because allow them to be whatever they want to be. And that's just life.
But also, I think it's because I always look at this, and we talked about this on the show, is I always think that, like, I just look at everybody as spirits. Like, we're all really just, like, having a physical experience for this lifetime here on this earth. But we're all just spirits. And those spirits, when we die, don't come with a dick, don't come with a vagina, don't come with, you're just a spirit. It's how you treated people when you were here and how you lived your life. And I think there are people who are like, oh, I'm just spirit. Like, I don't subscribe to the, like, colonialized mind of, like, oh, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a this, I'm a that. It's like, no, I'm just spirit. But I think that's why people were like, oh, all up in arms whenever that happened, because it was like,
but I also feel like if you do, I don't think you should be canceled for it, though.
No, I think it's a conversation. I don't think it's canceled. I don't personally. I don't think it's canceled. I think it's conversation.
You know how we can have a conversation whether you agree or disagree, and then we can leave here and have a drink later.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just so much shit said that is completely off motherfuckers' radar, right? Like nobody get in trouble for shit. But nobody else.
But my thing is like,
but you
it's
do
not
know
about
the gay community is like MAGA.
But wait, it's not.
Yeah,
no, they're not.
The gay community.
It's not about. It's not about. It's not about. But this is the thing. It's not about getting canceled. I think getting canceled defeats the purpose.
Wait. Let me clear that up. What I mean by the gay community is
like MAGA. Again. That's exactly what you just said, Miss Pat.
Because I'm like, what?
No, what I mean is, what I mean is that when they come for you, they come for you, and they come in droves. And no matter what you say, they right. I mean, they did the same thing.
True.
But that's crazy.
That's not true. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What, you don't fuck with the gay community?
I do fuck with it. What you
Jordan is gay.
What you talking about?
I'm just saying, you don't be talking that shit about. I'll be like, I talk about my daughter on stage, and I said this is about my daughter, and I leave it as that because it's a sensitive community.
But it's not about sensitivity. It's about respect. It's about I respect what you do, you respect what I do. It's not about being sensitive. It's like, no, you respect me, I respect you. Let's go out and, like you said, have drinks. Let's have a conversation. But I don't think anybody, when people say something wrong, like if I see somebody who considers himself to be gender nonconforming and I misgender them and I say he or I say she and they correct me, I'm not going, I shouldn't feel canceled or feel upset because I didn't know. If you tell me we have a conversation, I'm gonna respect you because you told me, oh, this is how you identify. All right, I'm gonna try.
Well,
right?
I don't do identification. I don't. I'm being honest. I don't want to know if you him, them, they, and her. What's your name? Give me your name. Because I can't. I don't want you. That's a slippery slope. You fuck around and call him a she or him, a them. I gets too much to the new gay community. When I was coming up, it was just two things. You was a B. Can I say it?
What?
No. Oh, you were just two things.
Okay.
They trying to get me canceled.
You was the B and the F.
You were the B and the F.
Oh, you definitely can't say
you was the B and the F.
That was all you was. But all of this new stuff, I don't care.
But this is
just
the thing.
tell me your name, and I will respect
it's
you.
It's not new stuff because this is the thing. It's just the same. Wait. It's new to you, but this is the thing. It's the same as as when we were talking about a white person trying to get over calling us Negro or trying to get over calling us colored. It's because times have changed. It's not that, oh my gosh, these niggas are all of it. Now they want to be called colored and African American. And it's like, no, actually, I'm going to listen to what you're saying because it affects you. So I'm going to try to do my best to not say colored no more. I'm going to try to do my best to not say F no more and not say B no more. But it's about communication. But nowadays, I feel like people are so busy doing this that they don't actually communicate. So we don't actually move forward anything. You know what I mean?
So is it okay if I just say, I don't need to know your pronouns, I just want to know your name?
I don't think that's offensive.
I don't, because I dropped out of school. I don't even know what a pronoun means. So just give me your name. I don't know what a noun is. I don't know what a verb is. Just give me your name. And that's what I'm going to call you. If you a gay woman and you want to be called Big Dick Willie, Big Dick Willie it is.
You know, fat is a slur now.
What?
Fat.
That's fuck you telling me for?
Ooh, y'all. Let me get back into this. So, this is the thing that made me mad about this whole situation. I'm just hop on it, hop off. Okay. Here's my take from the situation. All right. First of all, Jess said that when she said only women can have babies, she said that in response to first a trans woman. Remember, trans woman is a male living his life as a woman who identifies as a woman. A trans woman saying that cis women, okay, they're trying to say that we are CIS women. We are not only female, but we identify as women too, right? They're trying to give us a new name, like we need a new name. No, we're women, okay? But anyway, try to say that we are gatekeeping periods. What? So Just Hilarious responded to this trans woman talking about us gatekeeping periods. And it led to her saying a lot of other things. But Just is firm on her stance. Now, the only word that needed to be changed in what she said was women. All females, no, only females can have babies, okay? And the reason why we gotta say it like that is because people are super sensitive nowadays, and they would rather us, when we're talking about any type of reproduction stuff, we use the reproductive organ talk, which means male or female. So, or she could have said only biological females can have babies. Either way you slice it, they know that Just did not mean it like, oh, well, only women can have babies, like X out trans men and all this stuff. Like, she wasn't even thinking along that line, because her beef was never with the trans men community. The beef was with the trans woman community, and especially the beef between her and oh my gosh, her and the trans woman that's like, you know, oh my gosh, what is her name? And I'm trying to be respectful. It's a trans woman that is like, that has a major following and does a podcast and all that different stuff. Well, there was beef between her and Jess, and the reason why she had beef with Jess is because Jess went off on this trans woman for saying what she said. But the thing I don't like is that they don't never check the person that originally said what they said. Like, you're not checking this person for saying that women are gatekeeping periods. Like, what will we have to gatekeep periods for? We don't even want the joints. Y'all want to have periods? Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest. Like, y'all can have it all. You can have the cramps. You can have the extra cost of having to go and buy tampons and pads every month. You can have all of that. Okay, we don't want it. All right, we will never try to gatekeep that from you guys. If that's what y'all want to have, y'all want to bleed once a month, by all means, you have it. You got it. But for her to get mad at just for what she said, and then it just started being like this slippery slope. Everybody want to be mad at Just, and everybody want to be mad at, and there's a lot of people on Just side. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of people on Just side. But there's a lot of people like, oh, Just, how could you say such a thing? You really going crazy with all this. Just as a woman, who gave birth not once but twice. You know, she is a woman. And you know, the thing that really make me mad is that a lot of people try to come at her appearance and everything like that. Oh, she looked masculine, and just to say, oh, she just mad because I look better than her. I'm a man and I put on makeup and a wig and I look better than her any day of the week. Like, come on now, like, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. And for her to not be able to be on Miss Pat's show, which I'm gonna be honest, like, if Jess was added to Miss Pat's show, it probably would grab my attention a little bit more, because I watched the show and I'm not really a big fan. You know, they had a lot of people on there, but it's just like, it's not my cup of tea. I personally think she cussed way too much, because sometimes the scenes don't even call for her to cuss, but she cussing. You get what I'm saying? But the thing about it is like, okay, BET said that Just Hilarious couldn't be on there because she said only women can have babies. Like, are we really serious right now, BET? Are we really serious, BET? Like, y'all really, like, like and you could tell who's in the room. You could tell who is spearheading these things, because, you know, if we really want to be funky, if we really want to keep it all the way funky, the Black community was not really all for this LGBTQ community and stuff like that. They used to be like, I will beat the, you know, those thoughts out of you. You get what I'm saying? Because that's not the way. That's not Christ-like, you know. So, and that was more in the Black community than in the white community, because, you know, they was already down with the stuff. They was already, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah. That wasn't us. Like, you know, like, if we want to be really honest, you know, they was doing that in slavery times. They was buck breaking and all that different stuff. Listen, they already was with the stuff. So when it all comes out, you know, there's a like KKK, they was against Black people and so-called against the LGBTQ community, but a lot of them was already doing some sus stuff, so they couldn't really fully be against the gay community, because they're like, you know, remember that time me and you, Randy, we were in a hot tub? You know what I'm saying? Like, they was doing stuff like that, you know. But I just, you know, I just play with it in front of you. I didn't really, you know, like doing stuff like that. So they already was doing such stuff. So it wasn't, but Black people was like, oh, wait a minute, hold up now, what's going on? And we've only in the, I guess, in the past, 40 years, started really accepting that for our community. And that's still even hard because it's like it was people getting called out in church. One guy got called out in church because he came in wearing his whole getup like he was a woman, and the pastor kicked him out and was like, "No, you gotta go. You gotta go." And that wasn't even the first time he had that conversation with him. He was like, "When you're in my church and you're a man, you dress like a man. If you got male parts, you dress like a man. You don't dress like a female because that's going to confuse my other congregants." And the thing about it is that people was getting mad at the pastor, like, how you gonna kick somebody out of the church? Everybody is in need for, Christ and and all this different stuff that they was saying. And he was just like, "No, I stand by what I said." He was like, and I also had multiple talks with this person. It's not like that was the first time I saw him and I called him out. Like, I told him that when he joined the church, I understand that that's your life you live, outside of the church. When you come in here, you're going to be just a certain way because we don't want to send any type of mixed signals to younger kids, which makes sense. You get what I'm saying? It just seemed like that when people are trying to go by science and go by what was the norm at one time, and they're trying to maintain a certain type of thing for their community, for their kids, their kids to grow up in, it's like it's all this pushback. Just said what she said. She ain't backing down. I think it was nonsense for BET to even feel some type of way and say anything about them being, about her, saying she couldn't be on the show because of what she said, because that don't even make any sense. It's absolute nonsense. And like she was said, what the Boondocks told us, it is BET, Black Evil Television. And that's pretty much my stance on it. I know a lot of people gonna be on, if they watch this, they probably be like, "Oh, how could you say such a thing, blah, 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 blah." But y'all gotta understand, I'm a millennial, and I came up in the time when there was gay people, but they weren't like how they are now. Your transgressions, meaning they're very aggressive about how they are and what they want us to be. And they, it's one thing to say, "Oh, my pronouns, I identify as this, but then to throw a whole big stink about it and make someone feel bad because they called you this instead of, oh my gosh, I wish I had uploaded that thing with Malik Yoba, because oh my goodness." But anyway, all I'm saying is, it's one thing to live your life how you want to live it. I'm not saying don't live your life the way you live it. You can have a full, fulfilling life. You live your life the way you live your life, and I live my life the way I live my life. And you're not trying to tell me how I should be in my life to accommodate your life. Like, don't tell me what I need to say and how I need to say it because it makes you feel uncomfortable in the moment. If I'm calling you a name and everything, I can understand it. But because I make a mistake and call you a he when you identify as a she, or I state my opinion, which is, and actually fact, only women can have babies. All right, just that only women can have babies. That's because she's a millennial. We grew up with just women and men. We didn't have trans men, trans women, non-binary. We didn't have all that stuff. A girl was a woman and a boy was a man. When it even said, we had little worksheets. This is a girl. This is a woman. This is a boy. This is a man. When a girl grows up, she becomes a woman. When a boy grows up, he becomes a man. We had that ingrained in us in school. We had worksheets that actually showed us that. Now, was that teaching us gender? No, it was just teaching us the way of the world. Like, that's what it was. But now they want to be like, oh, well, there's gender reassignment and there's people that feel different inside their bodies. And I remember the first time I saw something like that on Mari, I'm like, what? It's like, I'm a man, but I really don't feel like a man inside. I feel like I'm a woman inside. You get what I'm saying? And then you had Chad Bono, who used to be Chastity Bono. That was the first woman I saw that said straight up, I'm not living at first female I saw, excuse me, that said I no longer want to live my life as a woman. I want to live my life as a man. And again, I have no problem with that. It's just the aggressiveness of, and it don't come from the trans men community. Trans men cool with me. You get what I'm saying? Like, and trans women are cool with me too, but it just seemed like that masculine energy that they still possess, being biologically male, they still feel like it's a chauvinist side that's still there because of the male part of them. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm gonna get off of it. I want to know your thoughts. Leave your comments below. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much for tuning into the replay. I appreciate you so much. Make sure you leave your comments below and hashtag replay in the comments. I want to thank all of y'all for joining me live in effect. I want to thank all of those who've been with me since the beginning and those who are now joining the Think Different TV choo-choo train. Chugga, 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 choo-choo. I appreciate you so much. Like I said, that was pretty much my final thought for the night. Remember, Euphoria water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philadelphia. It is our sponsor. It has no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria water today. You can find Euphoria water at UPHORIAWATER on IG. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria water delivered to your home, you can contact Captain at 267-707-8279. A1 Day One sponsor of this network, this brand network has several shows. We have, in my opinion, with Think Different TV's LaShia every Sunday at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on It's Yours Radio, hosted by Donnie Owen Beck on Live 97.5 FM in Salisbury, Maryland. And you can listen online at www.live975.com. And if you miss it live, you can always tune into the replay on the Think Different TV YouTube channel under the playlist, in my opinion, with Think Different TV's LaShia. We also have Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on the Think Different TV YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. And for some reason, guys, I know it was on Instagram for a little while, but I don't know what happened. It just, we had a little bit of a problem. So if they were watching on Instagram, I hope they came over to YouTube, because I don't know what was going on with that. But yeah, so Think Different TV every Monday night. We have Think Different TV's Player Pass game show every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the YouTube channel, Think Different TV YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. Tomorrow is our final episode for a while. We have Christopher Mark going up against Paul, who will be victorious. Find out by tuning in tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Kink Different TV, which is every Wednesday, not every Wednesday, but it's on Wednesdays, hump day at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. New content coming to you is where Dirty Minds meet, and we have Carmen Sutra and RC hosting the show. All right. So I hope y'all enjoyed your time with me tonight. We had a crazy topic. Our overall theme is Nonsense November. Our topic for tonight was Transgressions. And we're going to jump into this TDTV music video of the week for the last time tonight to wrap up the show. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, okay? So y'all tune in to check out the TDTV music video of the week. If you missed it the first time around, I will see y'all next week. Make sure y'all take care of yourselves. I love you.
Bye.
I'm coming in hot.
Hey, this is your favorite niece Aaliyah. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by Lashia, and this is the music video of the week.
Rockstar lifestyle, might now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred.
Rockstar lifestyle might not make it. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Fuck them and her and them too. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They just fuck like Usher suit. Me, my team, we coming to bricks. Come for the glam, come for the glitz. If you step in the fire, you turn into Chris. I'm up in the revenue. They rather just give you the residue. Some move like how to do, pop in your spot. Make a stage at your avenue. Why he acting all hostile? I'm really a ghost and I got you. Watch who you talk to, I'm in your hood cloak like I'm no Nosferatu. Yeah, that's just the real in me. They say my flow is really mean. Fuck all the silly things, put me in the booth. I'm dropping cuts like a guillotine. Hop on the stage, I'm doing the most. Victory lap, I'm ready to toast. Thinking they mad, I'm ready to boast. I'm burning shit down like we get to the coast. Haters dragging, they get slain. I got flames, I got pain. I got rage in my heart. That's some shit you can't contain. The haters dragging, they get slain. I got flames, I got pain. I got rage in my heart. That's some shit you can't contain, bitch.
Rockstar lifestyle, might now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred. Rockstar lifestyle, might now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred. Darkness around me, inside the air. Keeping my sadness and my despair. Darkness around me, inside the air. Keeping my sadness and my despair.
Time to turn this bitch up, pussy acting like a clown. Treat this city like my blunt, and I'm finna burn it down. Bitch, I never gave a fuck, I ain't finna start now. Niggas started getting bucked, shorty wildin' in the crowd. Pussy acting like he tough till I start firing off them rounds. About to meet the reaper that's been creeping through the town. Chip like skylark, bitch, you icky. Might pull up on your block with the blicky. Light it up, leave your bitch stupid and sticky. I get the money, I'm stacking it quickly. Bitch, you got me twisted like crisscross. I blow down the gas, I put on a mask. I'm going up, ain't no lift off. Niggas be brick at the house when they running their mouth, but they ain't with that dick talk. I run it up fast, stay with a max. They don't really see what that shit costs.
Rockstar lifestyle, might now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred. Rockstar lifestyle, might now I make it. Swear this type of rage, all the kids couldn't fake it. Now we at the stage, getting white girl wasted. Trying to find love in a world full of hatred. Darkness around me, inside the air. Keeping my sadness and my despair. Darkness around me, inside the air. Keeping my sadness and my despair.
GoFundMe is not life insurance. The time for life insurance is now.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate, so you got to coordinate.
Uh-oh, which one of these competitors will be victorious on this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass? Find out by tuning in Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Say hello to America's new favorite game show, Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Get ready to experience trivia like never before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you play the game. Join our charismatic host Bubbles every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most exhilarating trivia battles on television. As we wrap up our incredible first season, we're gearing up for an even more exciting season 2 in 2025. We're looking for sharp minds and strategic thinkers to join us for one-on-one duels, thrilling team battles, and high-energy tournaments for high school and college students. Think you've got what it takes to outsmart the competition? Prove it! Become a contestant by calling 267-225-1824 or emailing lashiastar2@gmail.com. Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet.
You're the reason I